Told you I'm gonna get my shit off today, bro. I'm fucking pissed. Everybody catches this today. I don't give a fuck. That shit made me so mad for no reason.
Well,
I'm not that invested, but I'm mad. So
well, this is a positive story. This is a more positive story.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay,
I think it is.
Let's go.
How would you not find this positive? What's the
I can find the negative in anything. I'll burn everything down.
You're just goddamn right. Today.
Goddamn right.
Would you have been this upset?
I started watching this shit and it took a turn. I'm like, wait, why the fuck are we here at this point? So I was like, let me let him explain. Explain.
So for the record, as of right now, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm gonna double check right now so that I'm not speaking out of my ass.
Because they'll tell you. You've seen the comments lately. They'll tell you.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, at the top of every month, dude. I'm telling you, at the top of every month, our first show, first of the month, like Wick, we need to be checking them comments. We did
this one. When was the last time we did it? Beginning of the month?
I don't know. I just came up with that idea right now. But
I'm not opposed to it. So I'm correct. Mick Foley is currently 60 years old.
Fair.
And
good age, 60 years young.
I bring that up because this man is entering his golden years. And it sucks to get old. It really does. Because a man like Mick, as brilliant as he is, I was excited to hear that he was coming to AEW to do the Double or Nothing pre-show. I thought that that's all that was going to be. I'm hearing now that he's signed some sort of a deal. So I don't think he's going to be on TV full time. I doubt that very seriously. I could see him just kind of being the pre-show guy for a minute, but not if he's going to do pre-shows like he did here, because this was an opportunity. He saw this as an opportunity to do something cool for him and for some of the guys. I don't want to see my 60-year-old Mick Foley getting hit in the fucking dick. But here we are, right? So we're probably wondering to ourselves, how did we get here? What happened with Mick Foley and the WWE? There was a day where you couldn't make it, and I did the show by myself, which I found out on that day is a really difficult thing to do with video. When I'm talking to you, I feel like I'm talking to a person. The video is easier to do. When it's just me on the video by myself like this, and I was like, I'd like to talk today about.
You know what's funny on sidebar? I feel like it would be the opposite. I hate looking at this when you're over here because in my mind, when there's just video, it feels different. But when it's just audio, it feels different. But when it's video, I want to feel like I'm talking to you. So I'm looking at you, but the right thing to do would to be looking at this. But this feels dumb when I'm talking to you. I want to look at you, right? Yeah. So if it was just me, I'm not looking at anybody. So doing this would be a lot easier. This does look better, it sounds better, but fuck, I hate that shit.
I found the same problem for me. And so my camera is a third-party camera. I have it wired in. It's more of an HD kind of camera, but I have it directly over my my laptop. So that's why we're kind of pulling the curtain back a little bit right now. If people will notice when I'm talking, I do try to look into the camera, but once you start going, I kind of look down and because I got so many different things all happening.
I have notes and shit. I have the breakdown here.
Yeah, I got the notes
up as we're talking. I pull up like when you were talking about some of the people. I don't remember what the songs were, so I pulled up the songs and shit. I'm like, okay, I remember that.
We're working. We're doing it here.
It's good, but I also am not just trying to say I'm not unaware that this looks so much better when you're having the conversation, but I feel like I'm not having a conversation with you. So I fucking hate that. I hate it so much. That's why hopefully one day this shit will blow up. Then we can afford to do it in person every time. And then I don't have to look at a fucking camera. I can just look at you in the building. But we'll see. Aspirations, you know what I mean? Anyway, go ahead, move on. Mick Foley doing some bullshit.
No, well, he's doing some fun shit. You know what I'm saying? He's getting done with it, and he's doing what he needs to do here. And there was a falling out between Mick
Hmm.
Foley and the WWE. I sent you, I think, one of the clips where he's got a bunch of them. Foley is very anti-Trump,
Fair enough. A lot
and
of people are.
WWE is very pro-Trump.
I can
So
imagine.
that led to some oil and water type situation. Now, Mick obviously is not an active competitor, but Mick's role in WWE, at least his last role, was that of an ambassador. He works with their Kids Can Read program. He does the visitations. He still does the Santa Foley deal at certain places. He represents WWE wherever he goes. He's got a Legends contract. It's the whole shebang. He couldn't see himself continuing to work for a company that, forget being pro Trump for just a second, just overtly so, right? Like you can have your own political affiliations, but WWE kind of, they tout that shit heavy, right? They got the videos out there. Triple H is doing the fucking, they're doing muscle comparisons. They're out there shaking hands. Triple H is now like the executive, like general fucking fitness person on the whole country or whatever the fuck that title was. They're all over the fucking television with this guy. So he just
Yeah.
made a principle, just kind of line in the sand and just said,
Cool.
I just don't want to be associated with this company anymore. Fine.
Good for
Great.
you.
Right. There were some people that criticized, some people that didn't. I was actually surprised that there were so many wrestlers that I know for a fact are very pro Trump that went out there and said, you know what? I don't agree with him, but he's Mick, right? He's a cool dude, and wishing him the best, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
mean,
you
many
know,
videos, I don't think he said anything egregious. He's just
Mick.
stated his side.
So you're correct. Yeah, no, he didn't really say anything that was all that crazy, but at the same time, it's the relationship altogether.
That's
So
fair.
when I heard he was leaving, I decided to do a piece on it because I thought it was really cool that very few people in this industry stand up for their beliefs, right?
Hmm.
They're his beliefs. They are what they are. I don't know if my hatred for someone would have resulted in me getting out of a contract and losing money, but that's, it was to him. So
Some people
kudos.
have the luxury to do certain things.
Yeah, I know. When you already have seven figures in the bank, it's a different story. But
Yeah,
he,
don't show me the guy who has had his fill on the company that he doesn't like because of whatever. It's okay. You're allowed to do that. I'm not saying that he's wrong for that. You're allowed to do that. But for me personally, that story don't hit me like it should. Show me the guy that now is on his ass and that lost everything because he stood on business. Because I can promise you, most the story would go the other way. Well, you're an idiot. Like, why would you do that? Your family doesn't have the money that you could have had. You got emotional. All the negative shit about that. But because he's well off and well loved, that decision is looked at as like. I mean, it's easier to walk away from something when you're already set.
yep. Well, it's funny
So,
because for him specifically, I don't necessarily know if I tie him into that because um, before he became the millionaire, when he was being berated and disrespected by WCW, he walked. When he was already the hardcore legend in WWE and they were giving him a hard time, he walked because remember, folks, he's a former TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Now, that run in TNA is not looked upon in the most respected fashion. It was kind of a car wreck, but he had the courage to try and to go off and do his own thing. And we have another situation here where he's doing that once again. So I have a ton of respect for Mick, uh,
mhm.
not just professionally, but personally. He's helped me out a few times in my career. I could never thank that guy enough for all the shit he's done for me. But I love the ideology that there's at least one person that I could point to that just goes, if he doesn't like it, he probably does have the guts to just be like, I don't think I need to. I don't think I need to. Oh, yeah, I don't think I need to be here anymore. Is what I'm saying. So he went to AEW. Now I thought he was going to do the whole. I thought he was going to do the whole pre-show, talk about the matches and hype up the crowd. It's Queens, damn near Long Island. It's like right there, right? But like it's I thought that it was all going to be. Well, here's some Mick quips. I don't know how much of the talent he's aware of in AEW, but he, you know, I didn't know what I was expecting really. What I was not expecting at all was that he was going to get into some shit with MJF and essentially just get into a promo battle with the fucking guy to the point where I don't know if you saw. Did you see the clip of him? He opened up the promo by shoot non-kayfabe thanking him because it's been so long since he's been in a situation like this. It's like, this is a feeling I thought I'd never have again. So thank you. And then he proceeds to go into some sort of character and cut promos.
It felt like him. You definitely could tell he was feeling the moment.
Yeah,
it came out of him for sure.
He went into work mode quick. He was in Mick Foley. But again, you got to be careful with that because Mick, who is normally such a slick talker and he's really, really good at what he does. And, you know, he slurred a little bit. You know, he slurred a little bit. He slipped a little bit. He's 60. And he's had a lot
he hasn't. When's the last time he's had a mic like that?
At a live mic where he's in front of it all.
And for what it's worth.
A long time, yeah.
And for what it's worth, I don't know if it was just because Mick Foley, but the energy in that building felt fucking like just in that clip. I didn't watch the whole thing yet, but like that clip, that crowd seemed crazy. Like there was a lot of energy in that fucking building, at least for that segment from what I saw. So I could imagine you haven't felt that shit in a long time either. Oh my God. So
it must have been just all like those,
he still
through
killed
him.
He did great.
No, he did a good job. He did a good job. But the reason why I bring up the slurring and I bring up the slips is I don't want people to look at Mick Foley as the fan. In AEW, I mean, not the fans. I mean, within AEW. If you're going to have a Mick Foley, protect him. He doesn't need to be out there every show. He doesn't need to be out there all the time. Give him his moments. You're paying him. And he's going to help. He can cut promos on everybody there and get as many people as he can possibly over. I hope that's the last time he's touched. I don't need to see him take any more bumps either. I don't think that's how you use him in this situation. I think he can be very useful to AEW. If not at the commentary booth, on the pre-show, he can tell stories. He still can. Even at 60, he's that good. He's that talented. I know that he loved getting back into character and just being aggressive and telling the story. I also love the fact that him and MJF were professional enough for where when he dropped the Dwayne Johnson line and the crowd booed.
Yeah.
And they didn't sit there and let that, they just kept going instead of playing into it. Because I think if it would have got a pop, they would have played into it. But the fact that they booed it in their head, they went, ooh, they didn't like that. Keep going. Don't worry about it. They're not big rock guys over here. Because it's a different territory. It's a different cage. It's a different world. We don't like the Rock over here. So it is what it is. I got convinced by some good friends of mine because they always say every fucking AEW pay-per-view, they go, you got to watch it. You got to watch it. You got to watch it. And I'll see just enough to go, nah, I don't need to see that. So this time around, it was in New York. A lot of my New York buddies went. They said, hey, man, you guys got to check out your show. So I'm going to watch it. At some point in time this week, I will sit down. I will watch it.
In pieces. I want to watch it.
Yeah, because it's a fucking 4-hour show. So I figure if I dedicate an hour and change a day, I'll get through it by before June.
An hour a day keeps AEW away.
Yeah, oh my God. But we'll cut it up into pieces and
we'll lock it if it's good.
I am looking forward to some of the matches that were there. I am looking forward to Edge and Christian against FTR. I am looking forward to Samoa Joe and Will Ospreay. I do want to see Max and Darby because they got great chemistry. There are some matches on there that I'm actually pretty excited to see.
Card sounds okay.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous for that Stadium Stampede, Anarchy in the Arena.
That's what I'm worried about. You just said a bunch of matches that sound good, but I feel like this isn't a 4-match pay-per-view.
Yeah. This is not a 4-match pay-per-view at all. As a matter of fact, hold on.
I was just about to pull up the card. Yeah, that's my problem with it. So
I want to make sure what I'm looking at here. Hold on a second. Yeah, so there's 9. It says 12, but you take away 3 for the pre-show. There's 9 matches. That's not terrible. It's Cage and Cope against FTR.
Matches?
Yeah. Fuck. And look at this. Look at the match times. Oh my God. 19 minutes, 19 minutes, 11 minutes, 18, 13, 15, 14, 31, 23. Woo, baby.
God.
Woo. This is like a fucking final exam I got to study for fuck's sake.
Good enough.
Takeshita and Okada could be good. Athena and Mina Shirakawa for the Owen Hart Cup. Moxley and O'Reilly could be good, not for nothing. Ospreay and Joe, I'm excited for. That's the Owen Hart Cup final. I didn't even know Will Ospreay. No, it wasn't. They're quarterfinals. Excuse me. Athena and Mina are quarterfinals. And then Ospreay and Joe is a quarterfinal. And Swerve Strickland and Bandito is a quarterfinal. Then it was Thekla. What's this? A 4-way. Thekla, Hikaru Shida, Jamie Hayter, and Chris Statlander. That could be good. And then the main event, and then the Stadium Stampede match. How many fucking people are in this match? Jericho, Lashley, Benjamin, Kenny Omega, Jack Perry, Matt Jackson, and Nick Jackson. That's 7 people against Ricochet, Bishop Khan, Teo Leona, Mark Davis, Andrade, Clark Connors, and David Finlay. It's 7-on-7. Stadium Stampede. No wonder why I had 31 minutes. Oh my God, and having 31 minutes of that match. Jesus Christ. This is the one they told me was good. Okay, we're going to do it. We're going to do it.
Fuck it. Let's do it for New York. Let's do it for New York.
Fuck it. Yeah, I guess. Fuck it. Well, you're not that invested.
I'm not invested in a lot of shit. That's half my problem in life.
Was that Jeff T joke? You ever heard the Jeff T joke when he was talking about Russell Westbrook? He said that motherfucker's always on. He don't care who he go against. He always gives it to you. He said that's the Jeff T was like, that's why we was playing. And then Russell Westbrook did something. Now and he was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like in my face. I was like, man, I don't even care about all that. He goes, that's the problem. That's the problem. You don't care about nothing.
You don't give about shit. That's the problem. Right? Yep, you're right. I feel like my soul.
Not to get off of Mick Foley, but Jeff Teague is slowly becoming like one of my most favorite villains of all time. That motherfucker is always everywhere when the shit goes down, and he'll never be like a big part of it. He's like an NPC that's in every video game. He's not a part of the problem, but he's in the shot when you play the video of the problem. Jeff Teague sitting there like this. Man, it's crazy. He's just watching this. He's always there, bro. Always there. People started taking it as a joke. They started photoshopping him in like famous pictures, like the JFK assassination. Jeff Teague is in the back. It's like this motherfucker everywhere, son. They got all the stories. So I don't know how much longer Mick Foley is gonna be in.
Let him get his bag.
AEW. Yeah. He's gonna do his thing.
I don't have a problem with it. He's doing his thing.